We got No Future here too. GM.
GM.
Hey, sir.
I like Tommy Gotchi's GIF showing up for party time. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, what time zone. That's the vibe.
Absolutely.
Gotchin time.
I don't know what movie that's from. I should know, right?
And we're in store for some real fun today, for sure.
Yeah. Got the Proto 2s live and running around. Hey, Hefe, real quick, I saw there's a what is it, the block party? What's going on at the block party? And what caught my eye was the beautiful artwork promoting it on Twitter with GMI in the block party. I think that had to be, it looked like some soju style artwork. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yeah, 100%. That was Soju. Soju did that for us. He's our kind of creative director there at Block Party, which is a podcast that No Futuristic and I started about, what was it now, No Future, like 2 years ago now? I think we've just been doing it every Friday with the Gotchi gang who wants to join in. We do it out of the GMI server. So that was fun.
We started in February of 2022 when we officially started as District 420.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So yeah, it's been a little while. We're doing it every Friday night at 7 p.m. UTC. So that's on the GMI Twitch channel. So if Soju's doing our artwork for that, I'm really grateful. He's done an amazing job, honestly. Never fails to impress. So.
Cool. You should drop that in the chat here. Everybody can admire that work. I don't know if Soju's in the chat today, but somebody's got to have access to that.
Absolutely, I can drop some images for sure.
Got a pretty good ship this week, guys. We'll kick it off here. Give people some time to come in. Got a lot of good stuff in the verse this week. Ooh, special alpha trailer being released in 1 hour by Mike Killian. Nice. Sounds like it's shaping up to be a action-packed 2 hours here.
Oh yeah, you guys don't want to miss that trailer. I saw it last night. It's they did amazing. Honestly, you guys are gonna be impressed.
Oh my god, I'm at Mage Town right now. It's like a bloodbath. I just jumped into the verse. There are licks everywhere. They're going nuts. I want to see if it'd be great if like Lord Brills or Hills could come on. They're having a kill fest over here at Mage Town. Love to hear their thoughts on the new licks. Things are beasts.
Yeah, they take a while to kill. We deployed one last night during Block Party, and it took a minute for us to kill it. There were like 3 or 4 of us, and
yeah,
it would not go down.
They have a lot of health.
Yeah, so like I remember some people were like, "Oh no, if we include this in the spending competition, people will deploy the lick, kill it, and just get all the Alchemica back." And it's like, no, you're gonna need like guilds will be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
these are not the single gotchi killable. These guys need a whole gang. You got to get the gang together for these ones.
This isn't your grandma's proto lick. This one slaps back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Lord Hills. Hey, sir.
So Mage Town is a bounce gate, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. We spruced up the GMI parcel yesterday too. Shout out to Grim if he's in the audience listening in. I'm not sure, but Grim is a OG Gotchi gang member that we met at Eat Denver, and he threw down 8 4x4 NFT displays for us on our parcel. So shout out to him for that. That's awesome.
Did you? How did you guys do that? Did you give him building access?
Yeah,
or did he just? Yeah.
Yeah, everyone is
Cool.
building access to the GMI parcel. You can.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
anybody can put stuff on it. I hope they can't take stuff off. I never actually checked that, so
No, they can't actually.
they can.
They can't.
Oh, okay. Everyone running to the GMI parcel to take all the frames off.
Yeah, we never really figured out the best way to handle that. So we just never let people take off stuff if they're
Yeah.
not the owner.
That's fair. Okay, I'm heading into Mage Town right now. Let's see what's up here.
It's pretty good. Like I landed here a minute ago, and I'm pretty distracted now. There's like just these like flames flying by my head randomly.
Oh my
Just
god.
like, oh, there they are. Yeah, I hadn't actually seen the protolix yet today,
Oh,
and when I landed, I just saw the flames coming. I was too busy picking up Alchemica. Pretty generous.
Oh, good. It's chaos over here. It's a battle zone.
If I don't know, yeah, like you said with Lord Hills, I'm curious if they've got the whole guild engaged today because they've got a pretty good gaming guild. Oh, this protolix latched onto me, messing me up.
Yeah, these are fun.
Yeah,
Fair.
I'm trying to guess how many gotchis are here. Oh, I'm zooming out now. This is great. So, speaking of Twitch, how often do you guys Twitch stream like the Hangouts? Like this battle that's going on, the Battle of Mage Town.
Oh yeah,
Be
I'm live
streaming-
streaming it right now. I think New Futuristic is too.
Yeah, I'm just I'm farming some Alchemica right now. Like I just emptied a reservoir and I'm just picking up spillover, but I'll get over there in a minute.
So, like, forgive my ignorance here on the social media, because I know Elon wasn't like allowing links to other social media or whatever. Has anything changed? Can like, if we retweet your Twitch stream, can we actually watch it on Twitter, or you need StreamYard or something like that in order to like simulcast?
Well, we're using Restream, which kind of I think it is like StreamYard, where it allows you to stream to multiple locations, and one of those is Twitter. So go right to Twitter. Somehow, despite the links not being allowed, it seems to bypass it. So if you use Restream, it seems to bypass whatever blockers they might have in place there, and the Twitter stream still seems to show up.
Okay, are you streaming on Twitter right now?
I think I have a link to it. Yeah, it should be streaming to my Twitter and the GMI Twitter as well.
Okay, I'm gonna take a
Yeah, I'm
look.
streaming to my Twitter as well, but I don't go to Twitch. I only go to YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see if there's something. I mean, this is like pretty action-packed. I just want to see if we can retweet this on Twitter.
Yeah, I think you should be able to tweet either my stream or the GMI stream, because I'm currently right in the midst of the action right now. But
Okay.
dang.
The super chats plus destroy them all. The super chats plus the protolix. It's a pretty gnarly combination.
Yeah, I was in the arena for Orium game night on Thursday, and doing super chats, doing the protolix is a lot of fun. But doing these mega protolix will be a time saver for me because in the arena, if I'm trying to super chat, I tend to get murdered before I can get the super chat out. So now I can just deploy a bigger lick, and it'll be like its own super chat once they kill them.
I see that. Yeah, that makes sense. I saw that Orium Guild Night promoting what was it, like a battle royale, or how'd that play out? How'd it go?
Well, right now, weekly, we're doing the Orium game night. We're doing it in the Gotchiverse. So it's just basically all gotchis for themselves. We do super chats and then giveaways of like common tickets, uncommon tickets, legendary tickets, and then a common wearable. And then this week we had Jordan from the Polydoge team, because Pepe has been like the big thing the last week or so. So Polydoge actually deployed the Saiyan Pepe coin. So I had him on, and we were talking about that. It's the first Pepe meme coin on Polygon. So just an interesting thing. It's been a lot of fun. The arena works well. I have a video I'm gonna put out in the next day or so. I just want to like time it better, but basically like a 45-second to 1 minute during that stream of me explaining the arena that I think is like super concise, because it's just like, hey, get in, kill somebody, survive for 3 minutes, get out with the ERC 20s. Oh yeah, we might also drop this PvP enemy, PvE enemy on you at any point. So it's a good demonstration, the arena, of like a Web3 game actually working with like fun mechanics to play with.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what we're going for. I keep thinking about, like, if you're gonna make a crypto game, then it needs to be moving value around somehow in real time. And I think that's what we're doing here in a number of ways. So it's such a fun area of games to explore. Okay, I'm gonna drop a few protoliths of my own. I gotta get in on this.
Yeah, these are crazy.
I want to add a few here. Spice. I just retweeted GMI, by the way. I think it was streaming really smooth. So I'm gonna try
good.
to up the chaos factor here.
Yeah, it's really easy to get overwhelmed by the licks. If like in the arena, I was deploying like 5 or 6 at a time. Like I'd run around, drop one, drop one, drop one, then kind of circle back to get them all to chase me, which was fun. But if you're doing that with the mega licks, it's gonna become like a problem very quickly.
You're gonna die.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know if this is true. Maybe you could speak to this, but are the mechanics of how the licks operate any different between the Mega and the Proto? Because it felt like this one was more aggressive, but also had like a what's it called? Like a defense. Me and Hefe were talking about it. It seemed like at one point when its energy was low, it went into like a defense mode where it was actually trying to run away from us.
I think it's pretty much the same. I know it has a lot more health. But I think generally it's we didn't change too much on the mechanics of it. There might have been some small tunings to some numbers, but yeah, we didn't add or take away any mechanics of it. Gotchi scientists are still tinkering.
This one that is just tangled up with, maybe it was chasing somebody and then that person died. I don't know. It seemed like the protolic was running away from the 3 or 4 gotchis that were chasing it.
We noticed that last night, actually. Our protolic was just in the last like 20% of health, and then it just took off. I think they have like a retreat. Maybe you guys put a retreat function in there that we don't know about. I don't know.
That's what it felt
Maybe.
like.
I mean, it does run out of like AP. So if it runs out of AP, it kind of goes into, it probably does like try to stay away and not be attacked while it recharges. That's the time you want to be smashing it when it can't fight back.
Right. We kind of let it get away. It went south, got on the road. It just kind of, I was watching it just parked there. It's just like sitting there catching its breath.
Yeah, it just kind of sits there and it'll recoup. I think you can look at the brain, and when it gets low, that's kind of an indicator of when it's ready to be attacked.
Let's hook one of these things up to GPT-4 and see what it does.
It's going to take over the Citadel, declare itself king.
It'll take over the DAO call.
Yeah, next thing you know,
I am the
totally
DAO.
thing.
I am the DAO.
Yeah. That's what we call new problems. Every time's a new problem.
Yeah, then yesterday on Block Party, we actually had T-Bird and Lost Local call in and give us a little update from Consensus, as I guess yesterday was the closing out of the conference. But good things from what we've heard. Blockchain Gaming Alliance was like pretty cool, and they were just Gotchi Gang is making moves in Austin.
Yeah, great point. We definitely should talk about that a little bit. There's been a lot of good news coming out of there, and just I don't know if you guys saw, like, Sebastian from Sandbox was hanging out. Uh, just a few hours ago, I think he tweeted out something about being pretty excited about the Aavegotchi Sandbox experience that Gotchi Farming team is building. So that was really cool to see. I'm gonna go find it right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for that tweet here. I see one. This is a video we put out yesterday. I did see that one. Let me try and find a video with this one with Sebastian. Yeah.
I think it was a reply to Lost Local. Sorry. Yeah, here I found it.
Oh, here we go. Get that a retweet. Nice use of yeehaw.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's good. That's Jason's, but if you check the replay, it's just nice to see, yeah, Sebastian coming in.
That's awesome.
So he's keeping track on the game development. Yeah, I joined one of the calls with Gotchi Farming team and Sandbox team, I think about a week ago, and got to see some of the work in progress, and just very, very bullish. Peak FOMO happening over here. So every time I get to sync with the team and see what they're up to, it's like they're pushing boundaries, and they're taking advantage of Sandbox's game maker, which is, I think, they just pushed another like update to their kind of game maker SDK like last week. So they're saying, oh, this is good, but we just pushed another update, so you'll want to take advantage of that. Blah blah blah. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see.
It's actually interesting how, of course, the farming team for the Sandbox is taking a completely game-centric approach because we're Aavegotchi. And so it's interesting to see them making full use of the game maker, because I think up until this point, I was looking at other projects on Sandbox. It doesn't seem like a lot of other projects have made as much, like, utilize the game maker to the degree that Gotchi Farming is with this Sandbox experience. So they really are making full use of that tool set, and maybe even making use of features that are being pushed because of Aavegotchi. I don't know, but I'm due to catch up with them as well, and I was talking to Gotchi Farming, who wants to come up during one of the DAO calls, not this week, but maybe one of the next couple weeks here, and maybe give us a little alpha update.
Yeah, I guess the question is now, when Google Gotchi, I saw the
Ooh.
Gotchi with eyes. That has to happen now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Win Goog token. We need Google listed on Aave. That'd be dope if Google actually made a crypto token.
Well, they're dipping their toe pretty deep into the Polygon space here with this new partnership. I don't know, you guys probably have some more background on it, but they're essentially going to be providing infrastructure, right, for Polygon, and especially helping with like developer infrastructure for with the cloud, right? Might be more to it than that, but it's the beginning of a great partnership.
Yeah, super good BD team, obviously at Polygon. It doesn't actually change our plans with the SuperNet. We're still going for that, where the Polygon team recommended still using AWS for the SuperNet needs. I think the Google is still a bit in kind of early discovery phase. But yeah, I think it'll be sounds like it's a little bit easier, like easy button for people to spin up at least like a basic SuperNet.
Mm-hmm.
So that should definitely open people up to like experimenting with it more.
You made a good point last week, where like not every project's gonna need a super chain anyway. It's like a very, like it's like we don't need like a GMI chain, for example. You know, like there's certain things that people will be like, I need a supernet for this, and it's
Yeah.
like, no, you don't. You're fine. You're fine where you're at. You don't need that. You know, Thraxnet soon. Yeah, everyone could have their own blockchain. I mean, I don't think that's the future, but you know,
Who knows, man?
Who
Everything's
knows, yeah.
interoperable. Yeah, that'll be the new flex. You got real life chains and on digital chains. Got my chain. It's pretty cool.
Oh dang, Mage Town popping off. I gotta get back in there.
I haven't heard anyone mention layer 4 yet, but that would be like if you go and make a supernet off of Gotchi chain, that'd be your layer 4, I guess. Has anyone ever heard anyone use the term layer 4 yet?
Wasn't
There was a
never
protocol
full.
that was talking about that. Can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. One of them like skipped a bunch of. They just went straight to like layer 5 or layer 10 or something. Like named themselves that.
Layer 69.
Yeah, something.
That's actually a good name for a protocol.
That
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
need to
cool.
go. I
actually.
need to go get that domain.
people in the chat saying Web 5. I think that was the one. You can go googling it. What were they doing, or what are they?
It's taken. Layer69.com.
Is taken.
Let's see.
Someone's hodling that one.
Yeah,
How about
that's a good
layer
one.
9.io?
Yeah, that one is it's open. .io is open. But I don't know. .io for that doesn't seem it's weak.
Here it is. The Web 5 thing, that's somehow related to Jack Dorsey and Bitcoin. So that's where I'd heard of it.
Oh, has anybody here signed up for Blue Sky yet, or have a invitation link? I've been seeing more and more about it, and I think that was Jack Dorsey that launched this. It's like a Twitter clone of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you just, what was the name of it?
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
You can get like a domain, right? Like .bsb sky.
Yeah, I have to look into it more. I just like I'm just finally getting my feeling good about Twitter. It's like I don't want to leave here now. Like
Yeah, I
Gotta
feel
get
like
on-
Twitter's like back in it's getting in its swing now. All these new things popping up, like I don't know.
I'm getting 4chan vibes from Twitter right now with all the Pepe memes everywhere.
yeah, we'll see.
I don't
I'll
like
call
their landing page. See what's next. Blue Sky Social, that's all. Lame.
Yeah, I'd say Polygon Twitter. I'll call it that. The NFT version of Polygon Twitter definitely has like early JPEG summer vibes, like 2021 vibes to it. All the new Polygon projects launching and all the energy that's coming out for all these different PFPs.
Yeah, I saw one. It was like Polygon. Was it monkeys or something?
Yeah, actually, I grabbed some of those yesterday, and then Alpha. There's just a whole bunch of projects that came out this week that were all interesting. Side Delve. I met one of the founders for them in New York when I met Metaverse Johnny.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's Matic, so it's so much cheaper. Like it's like, all right, I can buy 5 of these because they're 20 Matic each. It's not gonna like kill me.
What are your thoughts on pricing assets on this chain in Matic versus someone was saying wrapped ETH? Because there's
I
some
prefer
sort of
Matic.
psychological thing behind it, right? Or do you not see that with these Matic denominated NFTs?
I if it's I'm buying mostly on OpenSea. I do buy some stuff on Magic Eden. I prefer a Matic pricing because on Polygon I have a ton of Matic versus no wrapped ETH. So I actually avoid listings that are in wrapped ETH. I
Oh,
prefer
interesting.
I think like yeah, if I'm going on if I'm buying Solana NFTs, I want to pay in Solana. I don't want to pay in ETH. Just feels dirty. I don't know.
Yeah, native token. I get it. And Matic does well, then the NFT inherently will, as long as it maintains its value, will do all right.
Yeah, I think that was a lot of the Frank DeGods was saying something about the wrapped ETH is the way to go with Utes and all that on Polygon, and I was just like, I usually he's a pretty smart guy. I find myself agreeing with some of the stuff I see him writing about, but for me personally, I don't like trading in wrapped ETH. I don't. But then again, that's how you trade on a lot of people trade on OpenSea as well, right? With wrapped ether. But yeah, for me, I'd
I
rather
think
just
that's
use.
the reason. Like the ETH traders have a lot of WETH already,
Yeah,
so they just need to bridge it over. It'll be like home to them. They don't have to think about anything anymore. It'll just be they don't. They'll still need Matic though, but everything would be priced familiarly to them.
right. They don't have to relearn what they're used to. So
Like
I get.
psychologically, if you say something is 10 Matic versus 0.0001 WETH, eh, I don't know. It kind of this stuff kind of feels cheap, which is like we know how cheap tokens do in the market. People just like see and they're like, why isn't this $1 yet? Why isn't this one WETH? That's kind of silly. That's why you see all these like really low, high supply tokens like Doge and Pepe doing pretty well.
Oh man, people were pissed on Twitter because somebody burned I think like 300 million Pepe for the culture, but when they burnt it, they threw off the supply. It was like 420 trillion 690 million or something like that. I forget the exact number. 420.69. Now it's like 420.68.99999. It's like yeah, the whole thing off.
What were you guys? I mean, the going back to the Matic WETH. I mean, you guys said none of that. We're gonna do Ghost token. We're gonna do our own native token to our ecosystem. What were your thoughts back then? Because or were you actually thinking about super nets and going off into your own chain one day and having your own gas token and all that back then? What were like the initial thoughts behind like denominating your assets in your own token?
I mean, this was like it was still very early in how NFTs were starting out. Like there wasn't a consensus really back then about what asset it would be. Obviously, like ETH was one of the leaders, but we think and still kind of think that it's nice to have kind of a more self-contained ecosystem where everything is in the same token, so you don't have to worry about the volatility of other tokens like affecting our assets. No, and that's really just it's pretty fundamental idea of Aavegotchi, especially when we had the bonding curve,
Mm-hmm.
and the bonding curve contribute to that decision a lot. So now that we've gotten rid of the bonding curve, I mean, there is something to be said about potentially if like Ghost does become significantly more volatile than it was before, there could be an argument to say what could we open the bazaar up to other assets like Matic or WETH or even some stable coins, and then just basically have like a way to, from the end user perspective, like if I list something in WETH, I would like to be able to pay for it in Matic. Actually, it should all really just be the same value. But that's also kind of tricky to do on chain. So I think we're fine keeping things in Ghost for now, for a while.
Oh yeah.
But in the
Oh, actually, you just reminded me. I had a question. Hefe, you put out a thread yesterday about Gotchi Chain. I think it was yesterday, but I think there was like a single inaccurate statement in it, and I just want to confirm before I point it out. With Coder Dan, you had stated that Ghost will become deflationary due to Gotchi Chain, but if I remember correctly, Coder Dan was saying that the Ghost used for gas won't actually be burned; it would be going towards validators. Is that true, Coder Dan?
technically, Ghost is currently already deflationary because
Yeah.
every time someone creates a Bazaar listing, we're still burning that 0.1 Ghost. So actually, Ghost is already a deflationary token.
Yeah, that's why I said
But it-
slow burn in the tweet.
Right,
Slow
but
burn.
I mean, you were probably referring to the. Maybe you were thinking that it would be the same like as Ethereum, where it has like the EIP 1559, where the token is actually burned. When like there's a portion that's burned. Was that what you were referring to, or are you just referring to the Bazaar listing fee?
I was referring to the Bazaar listing fee, and then Ghost, of course, as a gas token on Supernets, but I didn't touch on how the token would be handled in the tweet.
Right, yeah. It's actually already deflationary. a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
kind of what I was referring to. Is every time you make a Bazaar listing, it's small. It's a very small, slow burn, but it's not, it's not significant. But it's a nice little marketing thing, It's like you might as well
Yeah.
mention it because it's happening, even if it's not on a large scale. But
So yeah, there won't be any additional burns. I think. I mean, that's already that one is still kind of up for debate. We talked a little bit about that a while back about like should we change the fee to like Matic or something. But I think if we're going to be on Gotchi Chain and the Bazaar will be migrated over there, it actually makes a decent amount of sense to burn that 0.1 Ghost still, or at least do something with it. Maybe it's not burned, maybe it just goes somewhere else. But probably don't need to change that because people will already have a certain percentage of users will already have Ghost.
right.
The Bazaar is going to Gotchi Chain. Well, I think it has to. I don't think we can have all of our assets like migrated over to Gotchi Chain and not migrate the Bazaar.
Yeah, no, we got to bring
But
the
I think we'll
Bazaar
have
with
to have
us.
it on. It'll probably need to be on two. Like it'll be kind of a multi-chain thing. You'll be able to go to the Bazaar on Polygon and the Bazaar on Gotchi Chain. So I don't think we'll kind of turn it off on Polygon and turn it on Gotchi Chain. I'm sure there'll probably be at least a period where it's available on both.
How will that affect, I guess, some of the centralized marketplaces that we're in, like Magic Eden or OpenSea? Will they have to? Will they continue, I guess, to have the Polygon version of their marketplace for us, or will they also be building on Gotchi Chain?
I don't think that they're gonna build on Gotchi Chain unless we are able to tempt them over. Most likely, the Bazaar will start. We're going to start expanding the Bazaar and basically making it the official marketplace of Gotchi Chain. So in the future, if there are other projects like that launch on Gotchi Chain that are Aavegotchi related, but they have their own NFT assets, those would also be available in the Bazaar. Right now, it's really just like core Aavegotchi items. But say Cometh wanted to launch something on Gotchi Chain, they would probably have some NFTs as well. And those NFTs, since there is no OpenSea or Magic Eden, we'll probably just have to either allow them to bridge back to Polygon and trade there, or we could have some trading, a little bit of trading happening on Gotchi Chain.
Maybe we.
I don't think we want to bring over all the ERC20s though, but I think having like we don't really want to have like a massive DEX because then we're fractionalizing the liquidity between Polygon and Gotchi chain. But I think NFT trading will probably be pretty good.
We bring back the mall, maybe. The
Yeah.
mall is where you go buy your other NFT project goods.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, it's a chain, and if there are more NFT projects launching on Gotchi chain, it's basically like a launch pad.
With Gotchi chain, I guess, how would that affect, or have you guys thought about how it will affect voting power, or how the calculation for voting power will happen? Will snapshots still be on Polygon, or will we be moving our governance over to Gotchi chain?
Yeah, so the thing with Snapshot is they really only support one chain at a time. So it'll be tricky to deal with that. Right, because like when you migrate an asset over to Gotchi chain, technically it goes into the bridge contract. So you really don't own it at that point, which makes it difficult for Snapshot to pick up. So yeah, that will be like migrating assets is always a huge pain in the ass. But we'll try to deal with that as best as we can. One thing we might be able to do is like basically lock it so it's in your contract address, but it's technically bridged. That might be like one thing we could do. So you can't move it, you can't do anything, but it's in, at least it stays in your wallet.
I got the GMI
Yeah.
bounce gate set up. If people want to join, I'm loading my Alchemica up right now as we speak.
Nice. Maybe I'll switch over to that scene.
The bounce gate is called GMI Saturday Hangout.
Okay.
And
In terms of that and all that too, one other thought is I hope we get to a point where we get better infrastructure than Snapshot for the DAO. Like that's all just signaling.
Yeah.
So we get on-chain voting, and then we don't have to worry about snapshots. I think that's where we got to go. That Aragon presentation a few months back, something along those lines. Whether it's we go with them or not, that's the kind of multi-chain solution I think we need.
Aave is also doing some interesting stuff with they have Aave Governance v3 that does support kind of layer 2 voting with layer 1 implications. But they haven't, unfortunately, they haven't open sourced any of their code yet. But we might be pinging their team to see if we can get some alpha on that, because I think that would also be pretty close to what we want. Like if you could vote on Gotchi chain, but have things execute on Polygon, or vice versa. But most likely voting on Gotchi chain and executing on Polygon. That would also be pretty cool.
yeah, like you were saying, Golden Cross, like Aragon might be the way with just their new V2 that they've launched. I might want to. It might be good to do an interview with those guys and just get a nice deep dive into what they're up to. And we did do a Twitter Spaces with them a while ago. That was also really informative.
Yeah, the solution's got to be multi-chain. Maybe you're right. Maybe Stanny can get us early access to that before they open source it to everybody.
Yeah.
Let's play with the code, Stanny. That'd be nice. And yeah, totally agree on Aragon. It'd be nice. The spaces are good, but those kind of things, I always love the, the stream where you get the Zoom call and the screen share, and you can actually see, like, how their dashboards look and how it actually works in terms of UX. Kind of seeing is believing kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
Am I going crazy? But did Aave mention that they are, like, Lens is going to be on a roll up soon? I feel like I saw that on Twitter somewhere.
Oh man, I missed that. Do we have any heavy lens users that can confirm that? Like how I'm saying, Lens is exploring the ZK EVM deployment.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, Bonsai, but they had to change the name, right? So now it's like something else. Molokai. Now it's like Samara, or what's it called? Something. I remember they had to change the name from Bonsai. Momoka. Am I just saying words now?
These are powerful names.
Someone's already making the ENS for that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Lens Protocol, Momoka.
Oh, Coder Dan, have you seen or heard anything about Code Lawless?
About what?
Code Lawless. It's like a project that actually Choina and Lost Local kind of made me aware of. I only ask because they have these transponders as like chats, like the NFT you can do a chat through or something like that.
That was interesting.
But yeah, it's very
I
interesting.
saw that on my feed yesterday. I wasn't really sure what a transponder was and what the point of it was.
Yeah, I'm still learning all about it. It's like the transponder itself needs to be signal. It's if you signal it, it converts from a ERC 721 or from a ERC 1155 to a 721, but then it's customized with whatever message you send it. So it's becoming like a thing where it's like I have 5 of them. I put no futuristic as one, and then I named the other one like the number 1 because I figure maybe these numbers are gonna matter, or like it's kind of like a naming convention that's gonna matter in some sort. But it's just a very interesting idea that they have going.
What's the idea? Still, like, what's the point of it? What are you doing?
Lost on it, but it's I actually have it up on my stream. It's like these weird. It's a transponder that's the NFT. Once you signal it, you can then go and like enter a chat. Like I'll show a picture of it here. This is the transponder. I'm doing a horrible job of explaining this. Choina knows so much.
Explain it in one sentence what it does.
It's an NFT that I can chat with other NFT owners via this. Like the chat lives on chain via this NFT.
So like every time you send a message, you gotta send an on-chain transaction, or no?
No, the only transaction you actually do is to signal the transponder, and then once you've done that, you name it, and then you are entered into this chat. Right now, there are 18 people in the chat, and they've been dropping apparently alpha or some like messages that will be important to whatever the project is. It's still very early, but it just seems it seems like the kind of tech that you guys would be interested in.
I think one way to look at it, from what I'm hearing, is it's fun because it's kind of like a time capsule. You're going to preserve this conversation inside this NFT. Is there a start and a stop time, or does it just go forever? It's just infinite. Like every message you enter is metadata added to that NFT.
But it's not on chain though, right? Like the messages are not on chain, right?
Yeah, the messages don't save on chain, but the conversation is happening on chain. When you, I guess, signal the transponder, like you name it, and then it shows the signal message is on chain. Yeah, so the signal message that you put in will remain on chain, and then every 15 minutes it rotates through a couple of your peers' messages on your transponder. So like if you're looking at the NFT on OpenSea, you start seeing the messages as they rotate. Yeah, somebody just jumped in and said "Gotcha gang." I guess that's Choina in there.
Where's the chat stored though? Is it like on IPFS, or is it like using GunDB or something?
No idea. It's so like I literally got into it because I saw Choina and Lost Local get into it, and I was like, all right, this is cool, but it seems to be this like super private chat that you can only get into if you have a transponder. Oh yeah, I like that Z-Bot. The chat lives staked inside the NFT as Spirit Force. Team Force over here.
I think
Yeah, I
there's a
don't.
lot of fun applications of NFTs and like content creation. I don't know. I'm sure people have done this before, but like the idea of uh, writing a poem like into an NFT and like letting writing your line and then you like have to send it to someone else to write the next line and just like seeing what that would become over time. I think there's a ton of applications of NFTs that like people haven't even explored yet.
Yep. Kind of pass the hot potato. Have to contribute something and then pass it on. There could be a lot of cool community building aspects there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a blockchain letter. Like instead of a chain letter, it's a blockchain letter.
Yeah, literally just put the word block in front.
Well, I
Yeah,
was
somebody
trying to
must.
like a pixel hunting game, and so you're looking for the pixels, and you find pixels, you collect them, and then there's a communal gallery wall where everybody has to place their pixels and make their own art.
I have breaking news, Cafe. There's this thing called the Gotchiverse.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm gonna loop back into that actually. So last night we were talking about micro tiles. So this would be a 0.5 by 0.5 tile. It would be a smaller tile of what we have. And I would love to see these smaller tiles come out and see what people can like, what kind of works people make with them. Let's say there's like 10 different colors. Like it's really, I could really see our art game, mosaic tile game, uh, going up with these smaller tiles. You know, just getting better detail and whatnot. So
I'm not sure. I don't think the actual chain can support half tiles like that because they're literally stored on chain. So the grid, like it only supports 1 by 1, I think.
that's the
But
smallest size.
I do have a little bit of alpha on the tiles. We can drop a little bit here.
Yeah.
We do
Perfect
have
time.
the spending contest coming up, right? So what color do you guys think it's going to be? So
That's a good
Linky, it says red.
Red would be
Fact
nice.
says black.
Yeah,
Some
they're not
neutral
mic-
tiles would be nice. Some white and
We
black
got
tiles.
white.
and some very nice patterns, by the way. It's not just the colors.
Oh.
So this is one of them.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
Is that just an all pet tile right there?
It even
Yeah.
has the cap.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
that.
the only thing you're missing is the radar, the antenna.
That's that Gotchi Vuitton print.
To make a nice bag, right?
Yeah.
Turn
Yeah,
it
I would-
into yeah.
Give
Need
me a
a
pair
tile
of
bag.
crocodile sneakers with that pattern on it, and I'd rock that.
Hell yeah.
This could be a good shirt. If there were a shirt with just this on it, like a nice like black shirt you could wear to like a club. Oh, that'd be epic. And it's just
I think-
patterned in this.
The raffles pull it all together. Like
Yeah.
everything around it. But the silhouette with just the eyes, it's like, ooh, that's a dark raffle.
Yeah, D-Bot outdid himself on this one.
Actually, that got me thinking. We got to see when we talked with Lost Local and T-Bird yesterday, the Gotchi Austin posters that you guys made. Are those going to be available as like for purchase in the I guess in the merch store, or will you be creating any merch like shirts or anything with that design on it? As I get wrecked by all these liquidators.
Yeah, I love those posters. They turned out so nice. And we did talk about we could do like a limited edition run outside of Austin, but I don't know. Then it's like it's kind of cool that if you were there, you got one too. So how do you guys feel about it? Like they are nice. I would totally pick one up.
I want one that's fabric, so I can like almost like a throw towel or like blanket, so I can put it up on the wall. Like 'cause it has that very like South by Southwest kind of vibe to it, you know, like a almost like Burning Man kind of Gotchi
Yeah.
gang in Austin vibe to it.
Could someone drop that? A lot of people probably haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it looks fresh. It is crisp. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
a proper,
Thrax, it would make a good rug, a throw rug.
be a good tapestry. It's like a proper concert poster. It's like really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, let's-
so Link, yes, gonna spawn a Protolic 2 on his parcel in 10 minutes. All right, sir. You gonna make a bounce gate too?
He has, I believe he has one up and running. It might be
Nice.
one of the first ones there. We're pretty much wrapped up here at the GMI parcel. I'll do one little drop here for anybody else hanging around, and then we'll head over
We
to.
got a little bit of something that might be happening here. Let's
Oh,
give it a second. Might be a little bit of activity also.
oh shit. Okay.
So we're getting to that close to that time here.
The roots will emerge. Or maybe not. Maybe it's something else.
Maybe it's something more.
Mike Callum says trailer drop imminent.
Thrax. Been 10 minutes wailing on. I'm surprised it didn't kill you, or maybe it did. Keep coming back.
They're by design. You got to get a team. You got to assemble it.
Quick shout out to Leonardo Degacci and the Infinity Keys team. He has really thrown together a tough puzzle here. You must own a Gotchi Dippity. And so go get your Gotchi Dippity NFT off fake Gotchis. And that is going to be your ticket to starting this puzzle and going on this epic treasure hunt. So just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And we'll give friends another reminder to make sure you go get your fake Gotchi Dippity. I believe there's a couple on the bazaar, or not the bazaar, but on the marketplace, and a couple being auctioned off as well. So drop some links for you guys as
We got
well.
a message that just popped up. Sacred Roots hint: humble owners between districts 2 and 3 speak of another large root growth. Babbling sounds heard occasionally.
Oh my God.
District
Wait,
2 and
let's
3.
see. District 2 and 3. All right.
It's
Who's
not a
got a
babble-
bounce gate near that?
Yeah.
babbling root.
That's Mage
Yeah,
Town,
that-
isn't it?
We going back to Magetown?
Mage Town.
I'm gonna save this poster so I can make an illegal copy. Print one of these out.
You're gonna get that on your wall one way or
Honestly,
another.
we should make a fake gotchi out of that Golden Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the store, man. I want to print.
Yeah. Imagine that, a fake gotchi, and then make that into the Soulmade.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of best of both worlds.
That's smart. Yeah, I would. That needs to go up on the GMI beside the Eat Denver poster. Could have all the conference posters on our parcel.
Yep. What did you guys think of this Soulmade? Did anyone here make one? We didn't really promote them too heavily, but I know they're actually coming back for like round 2 pretty soon here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna expand, get more support for more fake gotchis.
Yep. All right, I'm heading to this sacred root, guys.
That's
What's
cool.
it gonna say?
Someone drop the
District-
coordinates when you get there.
It's if you go to Mage Town, it's just a short walk away.
Oh, cool. Right on.
I can see the little sonar going off. Lost
Very nice.
Local. Hey, sir.
GM.
GM, how's everyone doing? It's a little windy, so I apologize. It's loud. How's it going?
Good. We're marking the Gotchiverse and chilling. About to find ourselves a sacred root, we suspect.
Also, shout out to Lost Local. We did a portal popping live stream a couple days ago, and he pulled a 553 gotchi out of a unopened portal
Dang.
live on the stream, which was I've never I've never witnessed a 550 plus gotchi being born or summoned, and it was like exhilarating to just like
There
open
must
this
have been
portal.
some big liquidations that day in the ether realm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the highest BRS gotchi I've ever pulled. So it was awesome. And we were trying to do that portal popping thing for like about a month, and we put it off. So I'm glad we ended up doing it on the live stream. It was worth it.
Yeah, beautiful
Yeah.
gotchi. Beautiful gotchi.
What did you name it, sir?
So actually, for some reason, I'm having an issue with the 1-inch bridge when I'm trying to get the collateral. I'm trying to get AM Aave, and when I click the 1-inch button, it says calculating or something, and then it just goes back to the button and goes live again, but it's not pulling up my wallet for a transaction. So I'm not sure if it's me, but I've been trying it both on my phone and on desktop, and I haven't been able to convert. But his name will be Austin Powers with 2 A's, and that is motivated by Choina because I'm in Austin for consensus, and it was a great idea. So he said Austin, I added Powers. That's what it's going to be. Nobody named Aavegotchi that between now and then, please.
It's a good look.
The Raffle's talking.
Uh-oh. I gotta get over there. What do you mean the Raffle's talking? What are you talking about?
The prophecy, bro.
Does it have anything to do with that like Louis Vuitton print that it has for the bag?
I do see some symbols. Hope someone's
Oh.
archiving these.
It's on the DAO, man. If we don't figure out the puzzle. I feel like
I'm following this
Never know.
gotchi, but I have a feeling it has no idea where he's going either, so I might be kind of lost here.
Once we get some more friends here, we got a new party trick to show you guys too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this
he
is-
does know where he's going. Good job.
little twist here.
Anyone want to read the prophecy?
I'm not there yet, but if someone wants to read it.
The
on my
Sony clue, that thing is not super precise, right? Do I need to cross this FOMO river?
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's pretty right on.
Ooh, there you go. Here we go. Found it.
It should be right here.
I
Okay,
love
here
these
we
little
go.
gatherings.
I'll read it out when he does his thing here.
All
Okay,
these
here we go.
gotchas.
With each day we near the time and place, I wish to survive the coming 9, and so your success shall too be mine. Now, I'll warn you from the very start. I'll warn
Oh my
you
God,
from the
someone
very
summoned a
start with
protolith.
some ominous looking symbols at the bottom there. What could that
What
mean?
are
Or be careful, a protolic has been summoned. Oh God,
Just ruin the party.
where'd it go? Did you guys kill it already? Oh, there it is.
Actually, I'm gonna summon one
Oh my
now
God.
too.
Grovel says
like
he's
that.
cozy.
I like the line about I wish to survive the coming 9, and so your success shall too be mine.
Guys, I feel bad for this lick.
I wish to survive the coming 9. So it's referring to the 9 adepts there, I'm pretty sure.
Could be the 9. There are 9 battles too.
9 battles? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a good point.
Talking about the 9 to 5 job, it's just trying to make it through
The
the week.
coming 9 to 5 at Kroger.
Raffle's got a tough life.
Ooh, Awkward's onto something here.
All right, I want to see if you guys. Well, we'll give the prophecy a couple more minutes here. I also want to see if anyone can find the new alpha before we tell you what it is.
The new alpha.
You got to be near the root.
Yeah,
It's
do
a little magic trick.
Gotchis have power. But don't be too near, because then it zooms in to read it again.
Yeah. I would
Thank
say click around a bit. figure it out.
Maybe I
I'll
should
give-
drop a
I'll give you couple
protolick to see what
minutes.
happens. I don't know.
That's the alpha.
I'll drop one just for fun. I got 5 protolicks. We'll drop
Oh my
one.
god, someone just
While we're
summoned 2
waiting.
more.
Oh man, there's like 6 of them now.
It's a little fast.
What have
Are
I
these
done?
protolic 1 or protolic 2s?
I love how you can see who summoned them.
Right.
Go forth, my beasties.
Yeah, I think it's
Stay-
really important to know who's summoning these things. You're like, oh, it's Coder Dan again.
Okay, no one's figured out the alpha yet. I'll give you guys a few more minutes. Like I said, click around.
Click around.
Oh god, it's killing
Get I think if you guys see me, if I don't die from the, oh my gosh, I got killed and actually figured it out, Dan. Figured it out and then I got killed. Oh my god.
Where are you? Let's see.
I'm
Yeah, this
dead now.
guy's, this guy's trying to kill me.
There's
Okay,
a
we're playing one
Fuck
of those
off.
super
Fuck
licks.
Oh,
Just
someone
north-
dropped a super lick now.
Yeah, that was me. I'm gonna drop another one in a second.
oh my
Everybody's
god.
It wasn't
Where's
letting
you?
me mint more than 1 for some reason. I might have had, yeah, never mind. Actually, I was missing some cake. We're good there.
Okay, I dropped the second one near the root, so good luck, guys.
Don't get close to the root because
Okay.
you get locked in, and then the protolick's gonna get you.
It's gonna eat you.
Coder Dan, what do I do with this thing?
What do you?
I'm just
Where
north
is
of the.
it?
I'm just north of the sacred root,
I
just
gotta go
above it.
see.
There's a little something here called Woodland Dental. How am I
No
looking?
one's seen it yet. No one's
No.
seen it.
Williams here in Lord Hills.
Oh,
Guys,
what
turn the
is
sound on
that?
too. Unmute. If you have it
Woodland
muted, turn the
Dental.
sound on.
Oh, okay. I've got it muted. Yeah. Does it make noise?
The burping is so gross, but I love it. What's it want? What's it doing? It's gonna
Woodland
go away
Dental.
soon, though. Guys,
Kill it. I think it has
That's
a
what I'm
health
trying.
bar.
here comes a lick. All right, good. Good job, guys. This is Gotchi territory.
Oh, now there's a second one of these.
Oh, there's another one.
Woodland and Morbid.
I'm kind of locked in. I can't get out. Oh, there we
Okay.
go. Has anyone figured it out yet? What's going on?
I think I've got it, but I had a little bit of insight heading into this.
Yeah, I think you know what it is.
Yeah, but it worked. Did you guys see what in the chaos from the protolix? Kind of, you really had to pay attention. But like Mike Callium, you were there. Did you see what the frog was responding to? You can't kill it. I don't think you can kill it.
There's
here,
another one
here.
here.
Here, check this out. All right, so let's see if we can make it move. There you go, close. Everybody's trying to kill
Yeah,
it.
everyone stop attacking it. He said it
You
can't die.
kill it,
so-
guys.
And just to muck up everything,
Oh,
we dropped some.
there's another one.
They have a time.
This-
They have a timer on top, so that it looks like a timer that's going down. So what is that keeping track of here?
How
It's a
long?
bomb.
Yes.
It would be funny if it were a bomb. Oh my god, there's
Hey.
so many gotchis here.
Killed that proto like pretty quick. Whoa, there's some godlike gotchis up in here. Scavengers.
Yeah, look at that Yoroi armor with the godlike staff there. The
I-
godlike staff of
Wait,
creation.
where's that? Oh, is that scavenger? Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scavenger is savage in the arena. Just horrible. Just killing everybody.
Kind of want to fight him, but I think he beat me with his armor.
You got that one hitter Black Axe though.
Oh, Coder Dan is actually a good question. Is there officially a guide or any information for weapons? I know that there were some documents. I don't know if anything's official. Ernani was in the Orium game night that we hosted last week, and he realized how weak his Gotchi was. So he was like asking me for advice for like a banger. Like he's like, I need a weapon. I was like, you can just rent a Gotchi. He's like, no, I want to buy a weapon so I can go in and fight. So just like trying to advise him, like I guess the best guide that he can look up that information.
Probably the best would be there's like a dashboard that Let's Go Bankless put together that kind of shows some of those attributes. That's probably the current best way to view that. There's not like a super official one yet. I mean, they're the latest information from the every time we update that info, there's like an Excel sheet that you can look at as well. But we haven't like made it into the UI yet.
I actually took that Excel sheet and then I fed those. I got those from Let's Go Bankless, and I gave that to our chatbot in the Discord server. And so it's not quite accurate yet. Like it tends to get things wrong still, but the point is going to be to go there. You ask it, I got you with these stats. What are the best wearables? Like, how do I optimize it? And it should be able to tell you, like, go buy this, or your Gotchi is like primarily a physical melee Gotchi, so buy these wearables, that sort of thing.
If you guys come over by the purple wall to the left of the cigarette, I got another woodland frog.
Oh.
Raffle. And it's there's no proto-licks over here, which is nice. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Side?
Yeah. See, he'll eat my Alchemica. Another proto-lick.
Come here, boy.
You Tristic, it's yours.
Yeah, eat the Alchemica, okay.
Come here, boy. Come here. Don't pick it. Don't pick it up.
Treat it nicely.
Let's throw some Alchemica down for this guy here.
Yeah.
So how are you actually dropping the Alchemica down for this?
Oh, you don't know about the breadcrumbs yet?
Well, I don't know how to use it.
Just click on the Alchemica at the top of your screen, and it'll drop it.
Let's feed this thing.
Or do 7890 also will drop it.
Oh, that is dope.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Wait, so does that work in the arena?
Yep.
So you like leave a trail. I think if all the gotchas are too close to it, it has no chance to eat this.
Yeah, everyone can get away from it. Maybe let's assign one person to feed this thing.
I have it chasing me now because I'm just dropping FOMO everywhere. Oh,
All right,
I love this. This is like the super chat, but just so much easier.
People coming in to swipe that Alchemica real quick.
We need...
I'm just running in circles, dropping FOMO.
All right, I'm gonna try to feed it. Try not to pick up the Alchemica.
What up, Light Piglet?
He's gonna run. Poof! He's gone. He ran out of time.
We got Woodland Fiddly still here. Fiddly, sorry, Woodland Fiddly.
I feel like this raffle has a purpose.
Man, these raffles don't have a chance right now. All this Alchemica is getting picked up. It's just a swarm of gotchis.
Yeah. Dan, we're gonna have to put the aggressiveness on the raffles. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. This is like gonna have to aggressively go after the Alchemica.
I'll just let everyone go off to the side and see if you can summon the raffle.
I'm putting Alchemica all around Coder Dan.
I'm gonna try to summon one, and I'm not gonna tell anybody about it if I get it.
I see one. Woodland Felsic. Has anyone actually fed it anything?
Yeah, I've seen it eat my Alchemica, but it didn't. It just wasn't enough, I think.
We have Alchemica squatters everywhere. They're just waiting around for the Alchemica to drop, and then they'll pick it up.
I'm gonna spawn. Do we have to be near the sacred root? Are we sure about that?
Yeah, I
Nice.
think so.
Friend. I want to go back to like Mage Town and then like try to summon this.
How do you summon these woodland things?
Oh, I just got one. It took me a while. I had to do a bunch of breadcrumbs, a bunch of Alchemica, and that seems to do the trick.
Invite
Likes
them
the
over.
Yeah, you gotta try to coax them out. This one just appeared, and now I'm gonna try to coax it to do a little more. Eat this FUD. There he goes. He just ate the FUD.
Okay, nobody
Yeah,
touched
I'm
my
getting-
2 blocks of alpha.
All right, guys,
Just-
don't.
He just ate an alpha.
Oh man, people are just
Go
picking it up.
away. Go
Oh,
away.
my
Cross
frog's-
again.
Let
That's
the
what-
raffle eat.
Woodland Wooden is having pretty good eats. Already had 3 kinds of Alchemica.
Oh yeah, he's hungry. But
He's
what
eating-
what happens when they eat it? I don't think we found that out yet, right?
No, I think I'm hoping something happens, but he's gotta get full maybe.
Nom nom nom.
This one's eating pretty good. Wooden. Come on, Raffle, do something.
Apparently, your luck also influences something. If your gachi has high luck.
Can you remind us, like, which? I think that's SPK, right? High spookiness is high luck.
If you look at your traits, let's see, high spook gives you better luck.
Yeah. Okay. Get your high spook gachis out. I might just switch it over right now.
We got 3 Raffles over here, but
Golden Cross, you're just summoning these things for days.
yeah, it's weird. I think I'm summoning more of them, but I just want the one to eat.
Oh,
to
I
eat.
got one. Come on.
All right, all that's left is Woodland Sparky. Do you think that they made cat?
Oh, I got mine. Oh, there we go.
Is that something?
It's
Do something?
give me a little alpha. Little
Really?
alpha leak frog.
What do you mean?
Let's see. Eat, boy. Eat.
I have enough spook. Because I'm feeding the heck out of this thing.
Can't feed it. People keep taking my Alchemica.
Well, Woodland Sparky's on the move. Where is he going? Or is he following me? I can't tell who's following who at this point. Oh, nice. I see Koziba here. Shout out for the awesome cacti pet. Like to see that in the wild. Looks good. KJ Flower Girl also has one. Well, Woodland Sparky is about to evaporate, but we can't say we didn't feed Woodland Sparky.
I see the errors about the subgraph. So that one looks like we're being rate limited by the graph, and there is another version of the subgraph that the team is going to be hopefully switching to. This is the first time this has ever happened, though. So I'm not sure. I think we just have so much activity right now that it's rate limiting us, which kind of sucks. But we do have a backup that the team is trying to switch over to. It might take a few minutes though. Has anyone gotten the alpha league? Woodland Swimmy. Come on, Swimmy. Talk to me, buddy. Give me some love. People keep taking it. They're not aggressive enough. I'm gonna go off and find a corner.
Yeah, I'd like to know how far away from the sacred root we can go and potentially spawn these raffles. Oh, it's
SWAT
here.
SWAT dude keeps taking my Alchemica, bro. SWAT needs to lay off.
So maybe the answer is a super chat and we just cover the whole area.
Well, if everyone drops Alchemica at the same time, I think it could work.
Yeah, I'll drop some Alchemica right now.
Super chat won't bring it. You gotta drop it.
Oh, it's got to be hand fed.
Hand fed.
Yep. All right, I'm just dropping it. This guy keeps picking it up. Can't.
Super
But,
running.
Highly recommend you guys go off and you can have some private conversations with the raffle.
Yeah, my Callum and I are feeding this thing here, but this lick just showed up bringing all this chaos, so.
And it's a it ran across the wall.
I thought the raffle was talking, and then I realized it's just Aavegotchi standing right behind it with emojis. Saying something. I was like, oh no, that's another Gotchi. I can't believe we're closing out April, guys. Heading into May here. I think it's gonna be summer before we know it. Be Gotchi Chain launch time before we know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year feels like it's going fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel too.
We'll be playing Gotchi Guardians before we know it.
Dude.
Actually, Lost Loco was telling us that he met with one of the founders or main devs for Unity yesterday, so that's cool.
Yeah, he's guys connected. It's exactly the kind of people we want to know, right? Between that and some of the SDKs that are being built up for like MetaMask and Unity, and Venly's got a Unity integration now. It's like everything's coming together. All the infra is there. And Dan and I, we've been really busy the last few weeks, especially with onboarding like these SuperNet vendors, but also just a lot of the fun stuff we got to put on this chain. So yeah, I don't know what more we can say, but eventually we'll get to a point where we're out of like early, I don't know what you want to call it, early dev mode with Gotchi Guardians, be able to show off more. It's conceptually, I'm so excited about it. Like it's going to be a really special game, I think.
Yeah, the first half of this year has been there's a ton of prep of a lot of things happening. We're gonna see a lot of payoffs in the second half of this year for sure, from all that work. But it's stuff that kind of hard to do a lot of work in progress stuff on it until it's really presentable more. But it's gonna be fire. I'm really excited about you guys know that we're working on the 3D rigging for all the Aavegotchis, and that is actually in progress right now. It's don't have any visuals yet to share of it, besides just the ones that we've already done, but all the new ones are also on the way. So I actually had a call with the guy from Hologram. You guys, if you're in the DAO forum, you probably
I was just gonna touch on that. So
yeah, so I think we were chatting with them, and I basically convinced him to do they're gonna ask the DAO to do the 2D version of the Aavegotchis, and then I was like, well, we're also Pixelcraft is providing the 3D fully rigged version, and then he said, well, if you guys are gonna do that, we're happy to include the 3D ones as well. Like once they're ready, they will also provide services for like using hologram to do the 3D version as well. So you could you could what hologram does is like lets you chat as your PFP in like Zoom and Google Meet. I think here in Discord too. So yeah, that if the DAO goes to votes to fund that proposal, then looks like we'll have 2D and 3D Aavegotchis available on hologram at some point.
Good you pushed for that, because that just makes it a lot more exciting from my point of view. It's like we're going towards 3D. It's going to be a big 3D year for Gotchi 2023D, and nice to see that's confirmed. And sometimes you want the 2D one, right? Like, it's a vibe.
He actually said like people sometimes they prefer the 2D one, but you know, I think it's good to have the option. I might want to be 3D one day and 2D the other day. So he's going to do a few more samples. I told him that if he goes to the DAO and like basically asks for money without having any samples, it's not really going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to create a couple more samples. I think he's already got one for Moon's PFP, and he's going to do my PFP and Hefe's PFP as kind of samples for the DAO.
Oh, sick. That'd be awesome. Like, I'd use something like that for sure.
Yeah, it's I told him they need to do a little bit more work on like the expressions and like giving more feeling to the Aavegotchi, so they're going to work on that as well. But yeah, it should be cool. Hopefully a week or two from now they'll have some more samples. So I told him like the DAO is sometimes it funds things, sometimes it doesn't. So I have no idea if the community will want to fund this, but it could be interesting.
Yeah, I'd love to link up with them and like get a deep look at what they're building over there. Like, I know they've built a lot of stuff other communities. Anada is one that they did, I saw. But yeah, just seeing what they can do, and you know, I think it's a good proposition, especially for like live streaming. And if we're going to be using, I wonder if we can use these in games, if there's some sort of way we can use this towards some sort of a game experience. But there could be other more creative ways we could use these as well.
Well, like, yeah, the 3D ones will be fully rigged for gaming. So the idea is that you can go into like Monaverse, or in the future, like if we partnered with Bored Apes and you could go with your Gotchi and other side, or wherever FBX files and like Blender files are accepted, you can go with your Aavegotchi in there. Bring your Gotchi.
That is very cool. Monaverse is going to be crazy. The next thing I think of when you said Monaverse is now we need to build a virtual version of the Gotchiverse or the Forest of FUD in Monaverse, so we can go hang out there as well.
Right. Well, we have, I think Zbot has been chatting with their team a little bit, because we do have some kind of metaverse-ready singleton gotchis. They're not the full gotchis, but he might have been chatting with them about seeing like getting Aavegotchi, at least one Aavegotchi, playable in Monaverse. I don't know if he has any updates on that.
Man,
I haven't asked him in a while. But yeah, we just feel like 2D gotchis are they look amazing and they have their historic value, but at the same time, like all these different metaverses, the metaverse is kind of 3D, right? So we want to make sure that we're not missing that opportunity to give you guys and everyone in the Aavegotchi community the chance to like explore those with their own PFPs. So that's what all the 3D effort is about. Ooh, what's Musashi cooking up? Nice, bro.
He's working on his 3D rendition there.
Nice.
Very cool.
I think I mentioned on a previous call, we're working with like a AAA game art studio to make the 3D versions of these. Like, they're super pro. They're gonna look amazing when they're done.
Did we already see a little bit of a teaser with that, with the Farmer Gotchi, or was that completely different design?
That's our North Star Gotchi. Like, that's where we we show that to them and say we want it to be this quality. So that's where we're aiming. We made that one like half a year ago, or maybe even a year ago, and that's kind of that's our vision for what we want them to look like. So we're gonna continue to push them to make sure that they deliver at that level of quality.
Yeah, that's Zbot doing his thing.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Man, more than just.
Lost Local says they want gotchis and Monoverse stat. All right, let's. I thought Zbot was in contact with them, but I mean he probably is. Let's get like a group chat going with them. We'll get gotchis and Monoverse for sure. Because we have that one, or we have 3 gotchis we could play with a little bit. I don't know how that exactly that would work, but we'll figure it out. Get some gotchis in Monoverse. There's Monoverse, and then what's the other one? Somnium Space. Do people still play that?
It's like a really, really high res one. Yeah, I don't know how they've been doing. I haven't kept up.
Monoverse, attention first. Did Monoverse like eat Somnium Space's cake?
It seems like it's a competitor, maybe, in a way.
Because Somnium was like trying to be that super high end. I don't know. The founder took us on a tour one time. It's just like it seemed like a very different vision than the impression I get from Monoverse, which is like super open source and it's like you can spin up any FBX file or any like 3D file and jump in and start playing as that character. I know because like Rizzle's always in there, and like you see him posting, he's like, "I'm a couch, I'm a sofa, running around." And nowadays like a tomato or something. I don't know.
Somnium Space does have VR though. That's the one big difference. Is like gotchis in VR would be pretty cool, even if it's for like a little bit, just hang it out,
Yeah, man.
But if you are a graphics designer or like a 3D designer, I know we have some really talented individuals in Gotcha Gang. Monoverse does allow you to create like virtual worlds and actually sell them on like their version of the bazaar. So you can buy like a world and then go in there with your Gotcha avatar and, invite your friends and just have like a destination to hang out.
I guess I think
I've used Spatial before. I remember that now. You got a Hangout, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak off to a corner and try to summon another Raffle. So, wish me luck. A woodland Raffle. Best of luck. There's something more to it, guys. Keep working on it.
Yeah, we scratched the surface with it, but go to pick a quiet time, head to a route, and play with the Raffle.
Ooh, we got some alpha dropping. We got an alpha alert here. My Callum just dropped something in the chat. Let's go see what it is.
Deployed trailer on Twitter as well to help with loading issues. Check it out here, friends. Fake lore is definitely going to make it. If you haven't found this creative cluster of good friends, you're missing out on some of the most promising developments in the Aavegotchi space. Ooh.
Yeah, my Calm, Leonardo DeGacci, if you guys want to come up here and speak on this a little bit, you guys are the main leads behind this initiative, so would love to hear from you guys on what's going on here and maybe give us a little bit of context here. Oh yeah, Stomper is just killing it. It's amazing.
What's going on, Gotcha Gang? So I am simply the messenger here, which is my favorite role to be at over at GMI. So Leonardo DeGacci spun up something called Fake Lore. This is his personal creative community, and we were honored to have him nest that underneath the GMI. hierarchy, and so he has inspired some really great creative friends to join him over there. Most lately, Kravich and Stomper are both becoming some real creative powerhouses over there, and they're working on an expansion of the Gotchi Goodies product line and the lore and everything that goes along with it. So that team reached out to us yesterday to talk about some collaboration for promoting. They've got a Fake Gotchi incoming, and so this is the tease trailer for that Fake Gotchi. Kavich has a wonderful pixel art style, and Stomper as well on ISO work. And so between the two of them, we're seeing some really cool stuff. But in general, if you're not aware of fake lore and what Leonardo Degacci is building over there, definitely something to keep an eye on. It's got me quite excited here lately.
And we see
Yeah,
this.
I just watched it. Holy shit, that's insane.
Yeah, we see something happening over there at the Wagme Diner. Oh yeah, and Kravich, the proto Lick Lick mascot, that's hanging out at the Gotchi the Gotchi Diner here.
And it's an open fan fiction community. You know, we got started on the Wagme Diner back in Jared days. You know, that's almost become now a classic homage. But anticipating spreading out and working with a lot of the guild organizations and the different kind of culture clubs that exist within the Gotchi gang. That's what Gotchi Goodies is all about. That's what Fake Lore is all about, is taking what we already are and just glorifying it into an even more creative and enjoyable way. So definitely keep an eye on Gotchi Goodies and Fake Lore, Leonardo Degacci, and a lot of his creative artists. I'm super stoked with what they're spinning up. I guess this actually is a decent segue here. Maybe Hefe, now's a decent time to release it. We had a great GMI Syncopator last night, and I'm happy to announce that we do have the next GMI Artist Summit in ideation. We are working on the details right now. We're starting to put together our mission and our plan. Working title may evolve, but I am happy to announce that we are currently working on creating Fake Fest. And so Fake Fest is going to be our incoming Artist Summit that has now been launched post Fake Gotchis. Last one was pre Fake Gotchis, and this will be post Fake Gotchis. So a lot of opportunity to focus on the Fake Gotchi ecosystem, both for creators and for collectors. We're going to be doing a lot of things to reach out and grab some external communities and external artists to get them energized. And we are just very excited about the volume that's been produced by the Fake Gotchi ecosystem, the amount of creativity that's been blossomed, the renaissance that's still ongoing. And so we want to make a really strong effort to bring some good recognition and energy and enthusiasm to that entire Fake Gotchi ecosystem. So keep your eyes peeled. Fake Fest is incoming. We're looking towards the end of May. Maybe the first week of June is kind of the first working timeline that we have, but that's still flexible. I'm looking for summit staff, if anyone that wants to participate in this or has ideas for target prospects that we could gather up. We're looking to throw a real banger. Learned a lot from the Artist Summit, learned a lot from ETH Denver, learned a lot from the Guild Summit, and looking to really do a good job here for the Gotchi Gang.
Yeah, and appropriately named Fake Fest because we are celebrating all things fake. And I'll be reaching out to the Pepe community, the rare Pepe community, hopefully get some OG fake rare artists up in here and see if we can reinvigorate, fake gotchis and get some really cool pieces in the queue as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's ideate on this every Friday night. We hold a Syncopator at, what time is it now? 10 p.m. UTC. 10 p.m. Eastern every Friday night. And join us. Bring your ideas. We'll create this and make this great together. So
Awkward's definitely here in the alpha there. Yeah, I would strongly recommend any artists that are kind of in the production path of a new piece, or if you're working on collaborations, get more hungry with your appetite and start building up to a larger deployment and start targeting for maybe a month out from now. We're going to be doing some live mintings. We're going to do some live collaboration work pieces. We'll do some collaborative community stuff, kind of like Witty Pixels or some pixel art collaborations. This is where the micro tiles concept came in there, Coder Dan. If that's not possible on chain, then we can think of some other concepts. But we want to do something that Gotchi Gang inside the Gotchiverse can maybe work on producing a creative art, some kind of pixel mosaic together. So lots of concepts. Awkward's got 5 pieces, wow, on the queue. So that's the idea. We want to really kind of activate the hell out of the fake Gotchi ecosystem and give people something to get excited about for the next month. And then we're going to throw down one hell of a party.
Well said. Yeah, I'm just reading the
Very
comments
cool.
here. People seem pretty stoked for the artist summit. Awkward's got a nice backlog of pieces there.
When is the summit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Heavy. No, you got it.
I was gonna say we're currently targeting for probably the end of May or early June. So don't have an official date yet, but just wanted to make sure we get the idea out there, get people thinking about it, get artists thinking about it, and yeah, we're gonna do it big. So
Cool. Yeah, we should probably maybe we can get like Sandeep to make a piece or something.
ooh.
I know Stanny was on board. He was definitely on board to make a piece, but you know he's super busy, so it never happened. But if there's an event, maybe we could show that to him.
That's the goal, and we're feeling like the 1 month is enough runway to get loud and not be too far out, not be too close. It feels like the sweet spot, but we're flexible on that. So if you guys or if the community at large, if we feel like, oh gosh, it's already on us and it's just not looking as good as it could be, then we can definitely stretch it out. We just don't want to tease out the enthusiasm longer than feels appropriate.
Well, I mean, you were talking about Sandeep and Stanny. Even if they could give us their artist, like their vision of what they would like to see, we could probably get those works made. You know, even if they don't have
pair them up, them up with a commission artist.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dan and Jesse and Pixelcraft in general, you guys think about what y'all would like to maybe see in an event like this. We'll do the heavy lifting of the coordination and organizing and promotion and all that good stuff, but love working with Pixelcraft and knowing what kind of things we can try to line up together and have a real good time. Maybe it's an update for the arena. Things like that, lots of opportunities to activate the whole entire ecosystem into one singular excitement.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, let's follow up on that next week and see what we can do to support it on our side.
It's always been a blast. Hefe and Jesse had a good conversation here recently about just our opportunity at GMI for just focusing on inverse events. It's really our bread and butter and where we got started. It's always been so much fun for us. So it's been far too long for another good old-fashioned GMI party.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the inverse parcel for Aavegotchi is super dope. Everyone loves it.
Inverse.
Are
those the same folks that built the that experience for PlayCon?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay, awesome.
So like we could hold it in there. They're always asking like what if we want to do anything with that. It's pretty decked out.
Cool. Yeah, super open to that. A nice opportunity to use case partners as well. That's the idea, is to get our fingers out a little further than just our typical internal community.
Yeah, I mean, would it be possible to host something like this in Motaverse, or like you say, like you just said there, inverse maybe as like a 3D art gallery? Having the fake gotchis actually show up in there would be pretty cool.
Probably, yeah. If we give them enough lead time, yeah. Either Mona or, I mean, obviously we can do it in the Gotchiverse too. But I guess the pieces will they be in the queue Is that do you prefer people to have their pieces in the queue or already passed through the queue?
I think we'll have a couple different categories. We'll have some queuers, we'll have some mentors, we'll have some creators. I think that's kind of the idea is we'll have different phases of the creative process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, if there's anyone you guys want us to reach out to, like artists, we can. Nigel is here on the call, so I'm sure he's listening to this, and the gears are spinning already. So, like, if there's any artists we want to DM with, like the main Aavegotchi, we're open to doing that for sure.
Yeah, and go ahead. No future, please.
I was gonna say if I can make a suggestion because I've been jumping in a lot of Polygon spaces recently, and there are a lot of Polygon PFPs like the alphas, Meta Vixens. I think you guys should be approaching some of these new projects and be like, hey, let's do a fake gotchi because they have like new communities that like. I've been in these spaces, and the majority of these people are brand new to Polygon. Like they're just here for the vibes and the PFP vibes specifically. But I think as people get into Polygon, they start realizing how deep of an ecosystem it is. Aavegotchi is the clear choice. So if we could do some more partnerships for fake gotchis with some of these newer projects that are coming out, like Alpha's on fire right now. The floor just went up to 550 Matic for their PFP, which is one of the higher. I think it's like the third or fourth highest floor price for a PFP on Polygon. So we can definitely get some synergy and some value creation there.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, feel free. I got plenty of cards that I have not used, so if I'm happy to publish for some of these. If anyone wants to go out and if you can rally up some of those partnerships, we're happy to support, and we can. Tweet and give them publish the card for them, and do AMAs or Twitter Spaces together. All that stuff is possible.
Same thing here. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, that's a great idea in the future, and in the same way too is we're completely here for follow-up support and for aggregation support. So if you are somebody who is at least aware of some artists, but you're not necessarily wanting to start that conversation and try to take it all the way to securing, just relay, reference, just get in touch with these friends, tap them on the shoulder, say, hey, I got someone you need to talk to. Go talk to these guys, and we'll secure the situation. But the whole entire community, all of us in here, all these friends on these calls, if you see somebody that their art speaks to you, or somebody that you think would see value in collaborating with the fake gotchi ecosystem, make that ambitious effort, start that conversation, make that first contact. We're there to help you pick up the connections and make it all the way home. But please, as many decentralized cultivators and curators as we have at work, the better off Fake Fest is going to end up.
Actually, you gave me an idea now. So the Polydoge team are the guys that deployed Say and Pepe. So they're all Polygon OGs, the guy from Sam from Polygon Punks, just all OGs in that in the space. What if we made an Aavegotchi Saiyan kind of Pepe smash up?
Yeah, a Saiyan gotchi would look pretty funny.
It'd be interesting.
I mean, at this point, I'm open to any of that stuff. At the very least, it's just a promotional concept, right? It's just a synergy tool. Mm-hmm. It's not going to hurt anything. If it doesn't go anywhere, then it was still a fun idea. And so, yes, I'm open to those ideas in general in the future. And we're early enough in the ideation here that there are no bad ideas in terms of collaboration or events. Also need friends' helps with event ideas too, right? Dan, can we get the motion differentiators turned on and do some actual speed-based relay races in the Gotchiverse? Can we run around some districts and some blocks and do some physical events, things like that? Lots of creative ideas. And so don't limit it to just necessarily grabbing an artist that we can do a fake gotchi with and put them on stage. We want to do keynote speeches from certain individuals. We want to do panels amongst a couple of individuals. We already thought about doing a creative workshop led by someone like Soju, where you can do a paint with Soju and do a creative work right there and there on the spot with him. So there's a couple of different things we can do to where it doesn't have to all be one type of interaction.
Yeah, I definitely like that idea. Having a multimodal experience.
Definitely, definitely. We want to, and not just touch it on just, just flat art either. I want to do graphic art. I want to do animated art. I want to do musical, audio art. Phase, you're going to have space in here. We're going to have a lot of opportunity for any kind of creative works because Fake Gotchis, with sound and soundtracks, those are just starting to
I
develop.
love Fake Gotchis, man. It's my favorite
Oh,
part of this project.
It's a fantastic thing, and I'm telling you, being able to watch Gotchi on My Mind play live from within the Gotchiverse on a NFT display on someone else's parcel is an experience. And so I'm looking for those 2 minute to 10 minute. This is the challenge I have for creators: is how much can you squeeze out of that 100 megabyte file size? How much can you cram into there and give us some long play?
I got mine. I'm trying to mint, but Coder Dan, I was having an issue when I was trying to mint this piece. Might have to catch up with you after. Execution reverted. I'm not sure.
Probably just you ran out of Matic. That's usually what it is.
Oh, okay.
It takes it takes a lot of Matic to mint if there's a lot of them.
Okay.
Some of us ain't used to actually running out of Matic. It's kind of a new experience.
Yeah.
Well, gas is high, and there's you're trying to mint. There's a lot of pieces. So if it's like 50 pieces, it usually ends up being like 10 or 15 Matic, I think.
It's 42.
42.
I was stuck between 42.
42 pieces. 42 pieces, not Matic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it might just be check your Matic. That's usually what it is. I haven't heard of anyone's piece not being mintable. It's always just you need more Matic.
Oh, this reminds me of a question that we had earlier this week. So if somebody has something in the queue that maybe that friend has gone AWOL or they're currently missing in action, do those pieces live in the queue indefinitely? Is there any kind of fall off or decay that occurs on those, or shall those be memorialized forever in the queue awaiting mint?
So we're talking about like the Vistraval and
Mr. Lev.
And Lev. Yeah, I guess they're there. I don't think I'm not sure if anyone could mint them. There might be I'd have to check the function. Maybe anyone can call that function. I'm not sure. Yeah, right now they're just kind of chilling.
It's going to become our artistic memorandum, that board there.
The 8-Bit Gamers Guild, I mean, they should just follow up and try to... They're the publisher, I think, so...
Yeah, we got feelings.
I've tried to reach out to them like many times.
There's a little bit of ass kicking that needs to occur.
Yeah, I gotta get their attention somehow. But they've been MIA for a little while, so...
Okay.
My opinion, Soju, just in chat here, Soju's asking if he should say this one for Fake Fest. My quick snapshot answer is obviously yes. Absolutely. And all of these things should start to be aggregated for Fake Fest. And if we create a little bit of a mini vacuum in the meantime, that's okay. We can sweep up a lot of Fake Gotchi floors and prepare for a flipping avalanche of Gotchi Sans in due time.
Oh, have we made any progress towards getting the OG NFTs, like stuff from the Artist Summit? Like
Great
the
segue. Great
It's a
segue.
good point. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's something we should make sure we have worked out for the next coming up Fake Fest here. There's definitely probably about 20 pieces that should be whitelisted that are definitely Gotchi themed, fall within the rules and everything. And I don't think would be a problem to get published.
Are those all their own contract, or if they're minted on the OpenSea one? We never found a great workaround for that because the OpenSea contract has a bajillion pieces on it.
Yeah,
it doesn't
we
really
used
work
our own
with
contract.
system. Okay, if it's your own contract,
Yeah.
just it's pretty easy for us to whitelist those, so send them over.
Yeah, I got the list of all the
Fantastic.
contracts. Each NFT has its own contract, so.
Cool.
And we can go through, and we can maybe even just do a community review, just make sure. But I mean, we had something like 72 pieces provided during the last artist summit by community artists, and so there was a lot of really fantastic, unique works. And so I'd love to take a review at that list and see which ones we can migrate, because feel very strongly about a little bit of early origin feelings on that artist summit and these pieces. So it'd be great.
Yeah, if you have
an
Excel doc or something, send it over and we'll take a look at it. And Yeah, as long as they're not made by the OpenSea minter, they have their own contract. It's super easy.
Hard work pays off, FA. Glad
Yeah,
you
man.
grinded that out.
Like I think someone Vesper Scribbles, they had like their own NFT contract. So that one, I think it was pretty easy to just get that whitelisted.
It's like the first thing I wanted to learn when I learned how to mint an NFT. I'm like, I don't want to use all this BS stuff. I want to learn how to mint my own NFT so I can actually own my contract. So Manifold actually now lets you do that, but they're not on Polygon, unfortunately. So hopefully Manifold comes to Polygon soon, and then artists can have their own storefront with their own contract.
Man, I just saw a ghost out in our audience there. I see an ape iron, which is shockingly close to my brother's handle of Aperon. It just kind of caught me off guard there. What's up, ape iron?
How is Aperon doing these days, man? He was a pretty involved Gotchi Gang member in the early days.
The only good news I can say about Aperon's particular story, I'm where I am in Gotchi Gang because of him. He introduced me, quite honestly. But the good news is that it wasn't Gotchi Gang that he left. It's all a crypto. He fell in love. He fell in love, and him and his now fiance have got a house together, and they're just completely focused on each other. And so they're just getting launched. They're just figuring out how to get their stuff going on. So he still watches a lot of our stuff from the shadows and calls me, and we BS after the fact. He's just got a lot less bandwidth to be as involved as he used to be.
He's diverting all his kinship away from his gotchis, I see.
Absolutely, yeah. He's got a kinship sync now.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Roxiano's in the audience here too, and Roxiano's one of my favorites. She just doesn't get enough attention, doesn't give enough amplification. She's still constantly grinding out work and does almost everything all on her own. She's very self-sufficient, doesn't ask for a lot of help, doesn't ask for a lot of guidance, and just one of my favorite kind of friends in the space because they just take care of their own shit, do quality work. And so she released an Infinity Keys review video.
She
nice
killed
and long.
it.
Yeah, it's about a 15-minute overview. It's a great example and introduction to Infinity Keys and the Aavegotchi portal. And so, guys, if y'all are sleeping on those, these are easy prizes for y'all. These were made for y'all. Our DAO funded this contest. Like, go utilize Infinity Keys and get these Aavegotchi-related pieces at the very least.
Yeah, Roxiano, please drop that. Please drop that link. You killed it on that video. It's awesome.
Yeah, feel free to always, like, if you have a Gotchi video, I know we have the Gotchi videos channel. Feel free to drop it in there, but I assume everyone knows about that channel. It doesn't really get used very often, but if you have any Gotchi videos, like, drop them in there. Let's just get that channel like more active, and then always feel free to drop them in like general chat too. As long as you're not like shilling something else that's not Gotchi, like feel free to drop that into general chat or Gotchi Gang chat. Like don't spam it in like every channel, obviously, but feel free to drop your content because that's the whole point of this Discord server, to be able to like share stuff with people.
Let me grab one more link here too to share with friends while we're kind of here at the wrap up chill out. We did a interview. Gotchi Brothers released an episode this week with Synad from ThriveCoin. Hefe and I sat down and had a one-on-one with Synad, and was very happy with it. He's a very smart young man, and I just always have a good time when I talk with him. And I like Gotchi Brothers specifically for the venue of trying to get to know people a little bit beyond just their protocol dev.
Yeah, good to see that Gotchi Brothers episode up there, and it's been a little while since the last one, so it's good to see these Gotchi Brothers. I think we'll do more of these. I really enjoy doing the deep dives and getting into it. So
use this as a bellwether, right? When Gotchi Brothers start to get really hot and really active, it means lots is happening here.
Yeah, totally.
When I feel compelled to not miss something.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, actually, as a matter of fact, there's definitely a Gotchi Brothers all call to everybody in here that is building anything that wants some dedicated coverage or a little bit more of a deep dive. I need to get Dan on here eventually. We got lots of opportunities here to still cover.
Have we not
wonderful
got Dan on
members.
there yet?
Not Dan, well, I'm building up to the excitement here. The pinnacle's
right.
got to be established.
Well, I'll say this, Hefe, have you ever? I mean, other than I mean, I guess we interview Coder Dan all the time, but I've never had like a sit down like interview with Coder Dan. It's always been this kind of like format.
I have
versus,
with
like,
Jesse like a couple times, but never with
Yeah, I've done
Coder
it with
Dan.
Jesse. I've done it with Jesse. I've done it with Zbot in real life, which was dope.
Right.
Yeah, and then I think I've done it in real life. I also did it with Gravy, but we never published that stuff from the first NFT NYC. But never Coder Dan. I think Mia La 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 has been the only one so far, like Gotchi Gang, that's actually sat down with Coder Dan and had a conversation.
That was a
Get
great
ready to
interview,
make
by the way.
rounds.
Having tea in the park, like that's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. We're gonna figure something out this summer because I'm gonna be stateside, so we'll have to do something.
Okay, so if this is gonna be like we've heard this before, and so we need to start. We need as much runway as possible. As soon as you have solidified plans and there's actual itinerary on the books about travel plans, we need to know ASAP, man, because we're gonna try really hard to throw together a very MVP concept of GotchiCon, and so we're targeting you. So we need travel plans ASAP.
Yeah, like July is probably gonna be pretty busy. I have to do family stuff, so I might not even be like super online during that time. I haven't seen family for like 3 years because of COVID. So I'll be stateside. But August, I mean, I wasn't really planning to stay longer than a month, but I think I might stay a little bit in August. So that would probably be, if that works, like for a lot of people's schedules, there could be something that we can organize, like a meetup or something in August, probably like early August is what I'm thinking. So I definitely want to see you guys. I mean, I'll be jetting off we're going to be going to Token 2049 in Singapore in like September. But so I'll be out and about a little bit. But I definitely want to do something in August with Gotchi Gang.
The working concept has been targeting T-Bird's arrangements down there in Texas.
Right, but it didn't pass. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
We'll talk about it tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, let's keep those feelings corked for now.
Don't let the wind be knocked out of your Gotchi sales friends.
Exactly. That's well segued there.
We
But
should
yeah,
just crowdfund it. It's $7,700. I'd throw $200 in right now.
I thought that's what DAO proposals were.
Yeah, but I like, I don't want to wait 3 weeks to have this figured out. I can guarantee $200 right now. Like, it's like, let's just do it. It's a good idea.
Agreed. I want to push the pressure on the DAO one more time because I still don't yet understand.
I don't
why this
understand
failed.
either.
So I think maybe it's just a simple fluke. Who knows? So I think one more swing at it, and then to hell with it, we'll do it ourselves.
There's been a couple, like, this is not the first time. There's been like 2 or 3 times that it's been raised in the DAO, and I don't know, it keeps getting kind of voted down. So I think it could be worth exploring, like a crowdfunding option.
It's definitely, I want to do one more route because I don't feel like all shoulders have been put to the wheel yet, and so I think that when we all coordinate, it tends to work. So just want to give it one more good shot, and then we'll peel out and find our own method.
The initial sentiment was also really good, so maybe I have a feeling that there was some misunderstanding there for what this proposal is for. Some people maybe coming back from vacation, or I don't really know. And that's why we should talk about it tomorrow. So, got the schedule.
I say talk about it, but I will say Musashi has it right. Spin up a safe and let's just drop in and do it, because I think I just want to get it done. It's a time sensitive thing. Like, it's the value.
The problem with crowdfunding though is that it's just there's no time retention on the crowdsourcing. If it takes us 2 months to raise the funds, we've missed the season as well.
True.
Like we need it in one
we have
bag.
enough general support that people would jump in. I do think that.
But if not, we have to send all that money back.
Yeah, it's going to become a weird open-ended thing.
It's going to, take like 5 seconds to, just redistribute.
It takes more than 5 seconds, my friend. I've done it before. It takes almost all day.
It's the admin. It's the admin load. I know, but
Are we talking about like crowdfund the actual like Kickstarter app, or
Yeah, or not even so much. I mean, we could use Kickstarter for sure,
there's like
but
a
essentially,
crypto version though, right? There's
yeah.
got to be a crypto version of Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm. It's a thing, even like Yeeter or something. You know, there are methods.
Why
I mean,
not?
we
Why
can.
not a fake gotchi? We do a fake gotchi of the ghost ship, even if it's something pretty
There you
basic.
go.
77 ghost a piece. You sell 100 pieces. That's 7,700 ghost. That takes
But then
5 days.
Yeah.
5 days to make that, to publish it.
My
keep my money. All right.
I hear you. I hear you. No,
I get it.
hear
I
you
get it.
all.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe this is part of it, okay? Maybe it's a this and that, right? Maybe we start crowdfunding, and if anybody's already in a position where they're like, to hell with it, I don't care, I'm ready to send funds, we can spin up a multi-sig and start collecting, and that can be in the prop. In the prop, we can say we've already raised
This much is been accounted for. Mm-hmm.
Exactly,
That
and so
could
we
work.
just need the sig prop to cover us through all the way with the extra 6. So let's find a way to hybridize this funding, but we just got to get this done.
Real quick here, off. I'm gonna just drop the schedule here for tomorrow, and let me know if there's anything that I missed, something we need to add. But we also have the ThriveCoin folks here. If you guys want to put your hands up real quick, and let's just show ThriveCoin a little love. We'll get them up tomorrow as well to talk about their, just keep people updated on where their sig props at, this overall sentiment with the ThriveCoin proposal, and yeah, I'm just kind of looking forward to this proposal passing. Hopefully, welcome,
Cool.
Senate.
I'm gonna sign off here, friends.
Okay.
All right, friends. You'll
Thanks.
have
Another kick-ass hangout. We'll follow up next week. Mike Callium, yeah, feel free to
Fake Fest.
Yeah, ping us about Fake Fest, and we'll get Nigel and all of us will kind of put our heads together and see, what we can do for that.
Appreciate the positive reception, man. It's going to be a good one.
Cool. See you guys. Have a
Later,
great Saturday.
Dan.
Peace.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks.
All right. Sinad, you get the after hours, brother. Tell us what's going on
We
in
have
your
69 people in the audience. Well, we did.
Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate that. Fun fact: Daniel just headed out. He has to an appointment. His daughter, but he would have been say hi again before sort of jumping.
You're kind of stealing all of Daniel's speaking slots lately, aren't you?
Sort of. Can you? By the way, can you hear me well? Like I'm.
Oh yeah.
Cutting in and out.
You're coming
Okay.
through. You're coming through pretty good. Little choppy, but not bad.
Okay, I gotta check my settings again. Yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity to basically briefly talk about the snapshot proposal. But I don't want to go too long on that. I want to respect people's time. We certainly want to enjoy a Saturday and tomorrow, but just quickly, I'm Senate and I'm one of the co-creators of the Thank Aavegotchi proposal, which is basically a simple proposal to start thanking Aavegotchi, active AavegotchiDAO contributors for value creation across the DAO in an automated, scalable chain way. We auto-validate contributions across different various platforms. We auto-reward them with Ghost, and we bring that stuff on chain. And this is really, a work that and that's funny, like Daniel, the CEO, and the whole ThriveCoin team basically built two previous organizations that have done the same thing, but I always say in real life, but this is here really on the blockchain, and I think we can make lots of goodness happen by figuring out how to make this work, and also fun, which makes it, I think, very, very easy to work with us here at Aavegotchi. Guys are already basically doing that. You're gamers. You know how it works. You know how incentivization works. And I think it could be very, very effective. And I'm very grateful to actually be at this point. So, yeah.
I think it's huge. Yeah, I think this is huge for so many people in the Gotchi gang that have been building in the shadows or contributing in the shadows, and let's not leave them in the shadows. Let's get them out there. Let's make sure they're thanked. let's make sure that they're getting some sort of a monetary reward in Ghost for the work that they're doing. So this really is not, we have a lot of proposals that go through AavegotchiDAO that are very much, you know, they benefit largely large holders of Ghost, large investors of Aavegotchi assets, rightfully so. But we can't, at the same time, we can't forget a lot of the majority of our community here, of our social circles, are people, everyday people, making contributions on their own volition and not really, benefiting in any monetary way from that. So I think we need to change that, and it's going to be an evolving partnership, because I see over the next 3 months of the initial trial here, we'll be coming up with ways every week. Every Monday we have a call. Every Monday we will come up with ways we can reward people and make sure we're identifying all these different ways people have been contributing.
Yeah, thank you, Hefe. Well said. Just a few things connected to here. First and foremost, which is important, we really listen to the pilot. Doesn't go for 6 months; it's for 3, and we will reevaluate after 3 months, which is sort of important to mention, as I've seen that there has been maybe some miscommunication, which sort of led to a few people, a few community members being against, let's say not against, but like skeptical about sort of whether we should go for 6. So the pilot is for 3 months, and it's the goal here really is to create an environment that benefits all Ghost holders, right? Doesn't matter large or small Ghost holders, but if you figure out how decentralized, distributed, largely anonymous people in a scalable, automated, on-chain and bot protected way with some human interaction or board members as well, then I think this creates more efficiency, more value for our community here. And also very, 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 very to mention, and I really want to make this clear. I consider a win really almost 100%. So me, a majority vote is not. I see this as I'm an AavegotchiDAO community, and we from our team as well, part of our life's work, right? Decades have gone basically into imagining this world of world equity and sort of getting a team together can enact on that vision, working with communities to realize that. And so I really think that in order to have a community mandate, you have to have not just a support and let's put it this way, we'll make it work anyways. We would just really appreciate any feedback from, let's say, the more skeptical people as well, because we want to make it work for you as well, right? This is important. It's a community mandate, right? It's not just us working for you. It's a community-driven thing. In order to be a community-driven thing, people have to, people's perspectives and minds and hearts have to be in this. And we really want to get to this stage or already be in this stage. And so if we are not, then I really want to hear and sort of incorporate that.
Yeah, well said. So we're currently at the SIG prop phase here. We got the SIG prop up on Snapshot. I believe we still have one more day here left, and so make sure y'all go and vote on that. Also, provide your feedback if you are, if you have any concerns about the proposal. Definitely provide your feedback when you're voting there. That can be really helpful for looking at things after the fact. But so far, so good. Sentiment is looking good, and I look forward to seeing ThriveCoin being a part of the Aavegotchi community.
Thanks. Appreciate your words, Hefe, and also thanks for bringing me up on the Gotchi Brothers podcast. It was really meaningful to share a bit about sort of my background and connected to it also the work that I did with or do with Bankless and as well as ThriveCoin and sort of where this vision that we really want to see playing out, and that can be really, impactful and meaningful for Web3 is, creating a world where real equity is possible. And I think, we're very close to that, and we are very close to really kicking off and sort of making magic happen. And I'm honored, and I feel beyond blessed to be actually in this position. And as also have said, feel free to reach out, please. My DMs are open. I'm from Austria, actually. So I'm currently in a totally different time zone. I have some time zone. I'm not jet lagged anymore, but I have some time issues. But still, I'm available for the rest of this weekend all the time. My DMs are open, and I will try to reach out to you as well and sort of hear from you and get more input before we again come up tomorrow for the community call to discuss this proposal in more detail. And I will go through the comment section here. And so I'm really, really bad at multitasking, exceptionally bad. And so if I talk, I really, basically flesh out everything else. I will go through the comment section after and sort of respond to everything. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's I see some enthusiasm there for ThriveCoin as well, and like I said, overall the sentiment's been good. We also see Mike Callum here flexing his recent mini home or hot tub. What do you call it? Hotbox
The
build.
hot box. Yeah, it's a little hot
Okay.
tub shed.
Yeah, you see doing that build, and I see some mini home builders coming out of the woodwork here as well. I think we might need to create a Gotchi Home Builder Society here pretty soon, just based on what
Well,
I
I
see
keep
here.
hearing this phrase, man, and that's why I like ThriveCoin in general and Synad, and I keep hearing this phrase, and I'm really adopting this idea of real equity, and this is across the spectrum. This doesn't have to be just within the concept of ThriveCoin and on-chain social interactions, just real equity in general. So yeah, there's so many skills that we have inside this community that can be overlapped and shared. We talked about Gotchi Gardener expanding into a larger thing. We've got Get Gotchis going for those interested in code work. There's Gotchis who are dedicated to DAO proposals and campaigning for action. There's so many things that you can learn inside Aavegotchi, friends. If you're not involved, find the thing that speaks to you and get involved, because there's something for everybody here.
Hey man, thank you for mentioning Gotchi Gardener there. That's just my little side series I've been working on, a little something from my IRL to share with. I've been getting into small scale agriculture and doing urban farming, so I've been keeping people updated through my adventures on Lens. So please give me a follow if you're on Lens. I'd love to follow you back and keep you updated on my journey. It's a free weekly collectible synopsis. I think I'm on number 3. Number 4 will be coming out pretty soon here. And just got a couple gardening tips for you and let you follow along with my journey here as I'm growing things out. So my IRL farming operation. That's all I got. We're kind of gone way off track here. We're not even in Gotchi land anymore. We're talking about farming and growing vegetables.
Don't underestimate
Hot
it, though.
tub time machines.
Gotcha gang is what we make it, friends.
Yeah.
Like, that's the beauty, is when Dan's here and Jesse's here, we're talking protocol. That's when we're looking at solidity. That's when we want to see the wallet interactions. That's when we're doing that stuff. When it's us, this is just Gotcha gang. We can be what we want to be.
Absolutely.
We are a community regardless of what we discuss. That's the whole point. If there are friends in here that can help each other build tiny houses, there's friends in here that can help each other grow their first batch of carrots and take them to juice. There's friends in here that can advise on pixel art that you've never done, or on synthesizer use.
Yeah, man, look at this. Like Musashi coming out of the woodwork. He does permaculture. That's cool, man. We definitely got to connect. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, we are much more than just keyboards.
Yeah, there's more to it than that, and I think we should definitely connect on that. We're all cut from the same cloth in some sense, coming here to Aavegotchi. So, a lot more in common than you think. But I appreciate everybody taking the time here. Do we have any last words before we end off for today?
Fake fest, fake fest, fake fest. Have it in your hearts, have it in your minds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to become annoying on it. Y'all are going to get sick of hearing about fake fest. You can be happy when it's over so we can move on. But it's going to be my war drum at GMI for the next till it happens. So think.
Oh, real quickly, I'd like to say, if you have excess gotchis, because we're going to be nerfing channeling very soon. It's already gone through in terms of it being voted. Orium Game Night, what we're doing is onboarding new people outside of Aavegotchi to come in and kind of play in the Gotchiverse. So if you have gotchis that you can put up potentially for some of these people to use, hit me up. You're going to be earning additional Alchemica that you wouldn't earn otherwise for these rentals. So just let me know.
Nice. Awesome. All
Man, there's
right,
something
friends.
dangerous right now happening between Mick Bandit Pants and Musashi. And these homesteaders start collaborating.
That's right, man.
Wildness occurs.
I've got you commune before you know
it. Let's call it a wrap, friends.
All right. Okay, well, this is a great call. We'll see y'all tomorrow, 2 p.m. UTC for the DAO call. We will go through a bunch of stuff. I dropped the schedule in the chat there. I'll drop it one more time for y'all. But we'll see you tomorrow. And if we don't see you, I hope you have a good weekend. Touch grass. Enjoy the great weather. And we will see you again.
Take care. Looking forward to tomorrow. Bye-bye.